I am doing this video because a friend sent me a link to test the quality of our water by zip code, and I think everyone should go to this site and check their water today. You are looking at our water results. Tim and I don't drink our public water, and we don't give it to our pets. But I was really shocked and don't even want to water my fruit trees and food plants with it. This is a problem, guys. I can't say this enough. If you want to know why we have cancer, look to our environment. It's not really too hard to figure out. The human cells were not designed to become malignant. It's external. Everyday products we use and encounter often contain chemicals that have been linked to cancer. For those of us seeking a disease-free life, never has the term "pick your poison" been more applicable. From personal care items to food packaging, building materials, and even household cleaners, a wide array of commonly used goods may harbor carcinogenic additives or byproducts. While many of these chemicals are present in small amounts, repeated or long-term exposure certainly increases cancer risks, particularly in vulnerable populations like children, the elderly, and those with compromised immune systems. Understanding where these substances are found is an important step toward making safer choices and reducing your overall exposure to environmental carcinogens. Let's take a little closer look. Common personal care items like hair dyes, talcum powder, antiperspirants, lotions, shampoos, and cosmetics often contain ingredients linked to carcinogenic effects. Hair dyes, particularly dark permanent dyes, contain aromatic amines, which have been associated with bladder cancer in some studies. Talcum powder, especially when contaminated with asbestos, has been linked to ovarian and lung cancer. Antiperspirants and many skincare products often include parabens and aluminum compounds, which may act as hormone disruptors and raise breast cancer concerns. Household products like air fresheners, scented candles, and cleaning sprays can emit harmful volatile organic compounds or VOCs, such as formaldehyde and benzene, both classified as carcinogens. Frequent and cumulative exposure to these substances, especially in poorly ventilated indoor environments, can increase cancer risks over time. Again, while individual product use might involve low doses, repeated use across many products compounds exposure significantly. Foods like bacon, hot dogs, sausages, and other processed meats often contain nitrates and nitrites, which can form nitrosamines, known carcinogens, during cooking or digestion. Grilling or smoking meats at high temperatures creates polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, and heterocyclic amines, HCAs, both implicated in colorectal, stomach, and pancreatic cancers. These are the things that the carnivore diet ignores. Even burnt toast or overfried potatoes can contain acrylamide, another potential carcinogen. Packaging materials contribute too. Microwave popcorn bags, fast food wrappers, and pizza boxes are often coated with PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, which are linked to kidney and testicular cancer. Canned foods may still use BPA-lined cans, and BPA is a known endocrine disruptor with potential cancer links. Even artificial sweeteners like saccharin and aspartame have raised concerns in high doses, although their cancer risk in humans remains debated. As a rule, the combination of processing, packaging, and preparation methods contributes to carcinogen exposure through diet. I like sweetness, so I use only organic stevia extract, which takes only a few drops and you can carry it with you. I'll link that in the description for you. Products like PVC pipes, vinyl flooring, plastic shower curtains, and toys can release vinyl chloride, a potent carcinogen associated with liver cancer. Plastic food containers, especially when heated, may leach BPA or phthalates, which are endocrine-disrupting chemicals with links to breast and prostate cancer. Styrofoam products, especially takeout containers, may release styrene, a suspected human carcinogen. Industrial materials such as construction adhesives, spray foam insulation, and laminated particle board can emit formaldehyde, a substance classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by the IARC. Long-term exposure in poorly ventilated spaces increases the risk of respiratory cancers. Additionally, flame retardants used in furniture, mattresses, and electronics, like PBDEs, accumulate in human tissues and are linked to thyroid cancer and developmental issues. While regulations are improving, many older or imported items still contain these dangerous substances. Diesel exhaust is a significant environmental carcinogen, particularly for those living near highways or working in transportation or construction. It contains benzene, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and formaldehyde, all linked to lung and bladder cancers. Motor oil, brake fluid, and transmission fluids may also contain them and are known to cause skin and internal cancers upon long-term exposure or improper handling. Similarly, asphalt fumes common in paving and roofing work release benzoaperine, a powerful polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. Mechanics, factory workers, and construction crews often face high exposures to these toxins without adequate protection. Even regular commuters may inhale trace amounts daily, especially in enclosed areas like parking garages. Cigarettes, cigars, and chewing tobacco are among the most studied and confirmed sources of human carcinogens. They contain over 70 known carcinogens, including formaldehyde, benzene, arsenic, polonium-210, and nitrosamines. Tobacco use is directly linked to lung, throat, bladder, kidney, pancreas, and oral cancers, making it the single most preventable cause of cancer globally. E-cigarettes and vapes, often marketed as safer alternatives, still pose serious risks. Heating vape liquids can produce formaldehyde and acrolein, while some devices release nickel, chromium, and lead from metal coils. Flavored e-liquids may contain chemicals like diacetyl, associated with lung damage. Long-term cancer risk data for vaping is still emerging, but early evidence suggests it is far from benign. Older homes may contain asbestos in insulation, floor tiles, and ceiling panels, which can cause mesothelioma, lung cancer, and asbestosis when inhaled. Lead-based paint, common in homes built before 1978, is not directly carcinogenic, but chronic lead exposure has been associated with kidney cancer and neurological effects. Pressed wood furniture, plywood, wall panels, and flooring may emit formaldehyde, especially when new or in humid environments. Treated wood, such as CCA or chromated copper arsenate lumber used in decks and playgrounds, can leach arsenic, a known human carcinogen. Poor indoor air quality from these sources can significantly elevate cancer risk, especially in poorly ventilated homes. Agricultural products like glyphosate, Roundup, 2,4-D, chlorpyrifos, and atrazine are widely used on crops and lawns. Studies have linked glyphosate to non-Hodgkin lymphoma, while other herbicides may disrupt hormone systems and increase risk for leukemia or prostate cancer. Even household weed killers and insect sprays can pose similar risks through skin contact or inhalation. Pest control foggers, flea treatments, and garden sprays often contain organophosphates and carbamates, which have been shown to increase cancer risk, particularly among agricultural workers. children and pets may be more vulnerable due to floor-level exposure. Despite regulatory bans or restrictions in some countries, many of these products are still sold and used widely, posing a hidden risk in everyday environments. Awareness and switching to non-toxic or green alternatives whenever possible can help dramatically. For instance, I use peppermint oil spray instead of pesticides. I'll also put an Amazon link to the product in the description. So, the website to check your water is ewg.org/tapwater. The direct link will be in the description of this video, but there is lots of information about our environment to research. It makes me so sad when I see people suffering and dying from cancer, and then I see something like this. When I say that there are things that you can do now to heal your cancer, I really mean it. Carcinogens are everywhere. I wasn't going to go over them again, but we have many new people, and I think it's important that they know. So I've discussed other carcinogens, but please don't forget to check your water with the link and post your city and zip code with the condition of your water in that area so others will know. So when we consider why people get cancer, we don't have to look very far. This video description contains many links on each of the chemicals found in my water, which also appears in most public water supplies. Perhaps reviewing these articles will help you make wise decisions. Soon it will be very difficult to deny it, but our food, our water, our air, and the frequencies being pumped out are making all of us recurring customers of those who profit on our illness. I'm going to leave you with this final thought that I would like you to consider. Invisible toxins can cause visible damage. Don't wait for symptoms to start asking questions.